Next Level Games podcasts. I'm James.
And I'm Liam.
Each week a sub will try, because we're a bit off this week. We're going to sit here for about an hour or so and talk about...
Absolute bollocks.
And games and stuff, and whatever takes our fancy. So, Liam, what have you been playing this last week? Has it been more Fallout?
I want to say yes, but no.
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 No Fallout, okay.
No, the world's gone mad. Liam's decided to stop playing Fallout.
Jesus.
I know, what's next for the world?
Jesus.
World War 3.
Let's not go there. We are probably actually close to that. But that's political stuff. We're not going to go into that.
We're not going there political stuff. We're at the fighting age as well.
Oh, no. Let's not do that. What have you been playing, though?
I've been, funny enough, talking about war, I've actually been playing Call of Duty World at War 2.
Okay.
Well, not World at War 2.
World at War 2. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You see where I was going with that.
COD, WW2. It sounds like a Roman numeral.
It is.
Well, yeah, the 2 is.
Yeah, but it's amazing.
Blunt, okay.
It's just straight up amazing.
Straight up amazing, okay.
I mean, you can't go wrong with it. I mean, self-personally, I can't fault it. You know me, I am a massive fan of the COD franchise as well as Battlefield franchise. Any sort of first-person shooter, I'm right there.
Okay.
I love the first-person shooter genre, if you like.
Genre.
Yeah. It's an amazing game, generally. Story, bang on. You can't fault it.
Okay.
Don't want to go too much into it because it's a new type of game.
Yeah, it's still within a year of release, so you might.
Don't want to spoil it. So I don't want to get too much into it, but the story takes place obviously during the war.
No shit, really?
No, seriously.
Oh my god.
Which
one? Is it World War II by chance?
It is.
God damn.
I mean, I was shocked. I thought it was now.
Oh,
I mean, still a good game though.
these future historians don't know what I'm talking about.
No, but yeah. It's basically your standard Call of Duty game, except old school.
Mm-hmm.
Back to boots on the ground. Call of Duty Finest Hour, Big Red One. It's gone back to what Call of Duty fans of the game since it became massive.
Mm-hmm.
I've wanted it to go back to. It's none of these, no offence to the younger audience if they are listening, it's none of these 12-year-old fanboy games anymore.
With the giant robots and the flying around and stuff.
There's none of that flying around, big robots, mechanical suits, jumping 20 feet in the air, running across walls. Conor McGregor's somehow fighting in the wars. You know what I mean? And if Conor's listening to this, I love you, don't hurt me.
I love you, don't hurt me, big fan. We love you a long time.
But no, seriously, you've got the old school World War II guns. You can't go wrong. I mean, the two biggest war. It's going to sound weird. The biggest two wars that I've got a fascination with would be World War II and Vietnam.
Okay.
So the fact that they brought out a game during World War II is brilliant for me. Now, I'm a bit of a critic and a bit of a nerd when it comes to the guns.
Okay.
Because self-personally, I'm just a history buff, if you like to call it.
Nothing
and
wrong
the fact they brought out all the old guns back to it, such as the MP40, Sturmgewehr, it's going to do me head now.
Oh god, here we go.
A lot of them.
Technical difficulties in your brain.
Yeah, the M1 Grand.
Ah.
That was the blue one I was looking for. The loads of guns like that. It's they've even got it perfect right down off with the M1 Grand. It's that metallic clang when the magazine's empty and shoots out. Do you know, that boom, 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 clink?
Yeah.
That, they've got it down to, like, the iron sights and everything. To me, it's the best, well-built Call of Duty game. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
But, yeah, with obviously story mode's good. You've got zombies. Zombies have been completely revamped.
Yeah, I believe I know for the last couple of Call of Duties, they've had like celebrity guests, voice characters in the zombies, haven't they? I think, haven't they got David Tennant for this last one?
They have. They've also got, I'm trying to remember his name, but it's not coming to me. You know the big black fella out of, I don't know, Chuck and Larry?
Oh,
Also played in
Terry Crews?
No, Dawn of the Dead as well. Played in Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 one.
Oh, Ving Rhames.
That's his brilliant name.
Ving Rhames.
Yeah, he's in it as well. There's two other characters that I just can't remember.
Yeah.
But, you know, to like see them, you go, that's who they are. Them type of people.
Yeah.
They're not like nobodies. They're quite
very
big.
Very well known.
Yeah.
Not that you recognise the last two, but yeah.
Yeah. But being completely revamped as well, you still got your standard zombie mode. You've got to shoot survive as long as you can.
Mm-hmm.
But then you've also got a story mode, if that's what you want to sort of call it.
Zombie story mode.
Yeah, like a zombie story mode. That's not the best way to explain it. I'm trying to think. Like, remember you had your first ever Call of Duty, the first World at War, the actual World at War game.
Mm-hmm.
You were just stuck in a bunker. You had to survive for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And then they brought out, I think it was it Black Ops? Black Ops was the next one with zombies in.
It might have been. You're asking a
I know,
very...
I'm asking you, but I'm sort of like trying to remember myself. I think that was the next one that they brought out with zombies in.
Okay.
And you had like Easter eggs that you could do within zombies to finish that map, if you want to call it.
Okay.
That's the best way I can explain it. Well, you can do that on this as well. So there's new zombies in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like big tank fella runs into you. He's impossible to kill.
So kind of like the tank from Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, if you want to say, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean. There's like different variations of zombies like that. Like you've got runners, you've got crawlers, you've got the hellhounds, and not back.
Oh my god.
They're not back.
They're not back?
No.
Oh.
Not that I've ever seen.
I mean, I don't even know what you're talking about. I just know the name Hellhound, but yeah.
Hellhounds with the...
Are they dogs? Are they zombie dogs?
Yeah, they're like zombie dogs.
I was gonna say, it's pretty
Yeah.
self-explanatory, really.
Yeah. Well, basically in Black Ops 1, you played in this map called I'm going to butcher this name because it's in German. Basically means Theatre of the Dead in German. I'm not going to try and pronounce it.
Yeah.
But it means Theatre of the Dead in German, and you got to like level 5 or 6, and it would be like, you heard this mystical voice in the middle of nowhere, it'd be like, fetch me their souls. And if you didn't have a gun, a wall gun, at the point of that, your bumhole was squeaking. That's not back. They've lost it.
What?
They've lost that section, like that feel of, oh crap.
Yeah.
So it's just like another standard run and gun zombie thing for me.
That's fair, man. What else have you been playing? Anything else? You got a couple more things on this list here.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple more. I've got The Division.
Okay.
The Division's a Tom Clancy game by Ubisoft.
He's got so many games. He's not even alive. I'm pretty sure he died a few years ago as well.
I think he did, but
he's not even alive, but he's still making games. God damn it!
You know,
from beyond the grave.
Tupac can make songs from beyond the grave. Why can't he make games?
Well, you say this is the thing.
But yeah, no. Again, unfortunately, you will need online for that.
Yeah.
To go through the whole story, the main story, you need online.
Can you even get into the game without going online? Like, you just stuck at the menu?
No, you can get in. You can do like little side quests and stuff, like little side missions. You can run around the city of Manhattan. That's basically not an apocalypse. It's not an apocalypse. What's happened is, without going into too much detail, some sort of virus has got out.
Yeah.
Millions of people have died. But it's more like a civil uprising, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's like what? So is outside of Manhattan all fine and dandy?
No, it's like it's like the whole of the world. It's like that you just play in the city of Manhattan, does that make sense?
Okay, so the whole world's just been like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, it's like a total uprising. And you've got people that are trying to help, which they're actually called the Division. The Division.
Title drop.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But it's a good game. You need online. You can play the story mode. You need online, but you can jump in other people's games. It's basically an RPG.
Okay.
You get your character. You build your character up. You build his weapons. So you know what I mean. But say you were playing as your character, and I was playing on my console, I could jump into your game with you and help you get through the game, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, and vice versa. You can also get some real dicks on there. They wait for you to die and just, take that and a bit of that.
I want your stuff.
Yeah.
Give me your stuff.
I'm just gonna wait until you die, and I want to take your stuff.
You get that with everything, though, yeah. I mean, I'm not the biggest online guy, but I assume that's just... The most recent game I played online was Fortnite, and I'm talking like back in December. So
Fortnite.
Fucking Fortnite.
What we could argue over Fortnite all day.
Oh, it's not. Let's just not. I'm gonna rant about Fortnite later, but let's not do that now. What else have you been playing? What's the last thing you've been playing?
The last thing I've been playing is For Honor.
For Honor.
Spelled wrong.
Sounds like you're saying piranha with an F.
Yeah, it's spelled wrong as well.
It's not got a U in there.
It hasn't got a U in.
Of course not. Goddamn Americans.
Yeah, For Honor, I'm trying to think the best way to explain For Honor. It's got a story mode. It's not the best story mode, and by that I mean it's not the longest.
Okay.
You can crack the game easily within 3-4 hours.
So what, in like one session?
Yeah, one sitting you could smash through the whole game.
One real game session where it's not an hour of gameplay. It's like, oh, I'm such a gamer. No, I'm talking like 6-7 hours, maybe 12.
We're talking all night sessions.
Well, inappropriate, but carry on.
No, but yeah, story mode you can blitz through, but that wasn't really what they were aiming for in general. For Honor was more of like, it was designed for the online aspect.
Yeah.
So you can fight within there. You've got different classes. Won't really get too much into them, but you've got like your heavies, your lights, your assassins, and then you've got like your hybrids of all of them.
Yeah, quite standard affair with like the multiple character kind of things.
Yeah, basically, won't get too much into them. Self personally, the clan I play for is Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know me, and hopefully these will get to know me that I'm a big Viking nerd.
Why not? Yeah,
I play as a Viking berserker who basically runs in, fucks your shit up, doesn't apologise, takes your food, drinks your wine, and might take your wife home with him.
Well, might. You say might.
Okay, I'm not trying to make them all to be seafaring gang rapists.
Well, if the shoe fits, or rather, if the helmet fits them.
If the helmet fits,
you know.
If it does not fit, you gotta quit.
What's that off? What's that for?
O.J. Simpson.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
His trial.
I never watched the trial, so oh well.
Yeah, quite funny though. But that's basically what I've been playing. What about yourself?
I'm still on Assassin's Creed.
Oh.
Very much so. My goal from last week was to try and finish it before today, but unfortunately, I just had too much shit in the way of this.
It happens.
I say shit. It's not all bad. I've just most university work, other commitments like days out and stuff like that, which has been quite nice.
It happens.
It does, yeah. So I didn't finish it, but I estimate I am around about halfway, give or take, maybe under or over. But
fair enough.
I can actually say I'm enjoying it.
What about the game mechanics in it though? Is it different from the original? Like from Ezio's story, Connor's story, Altair's story?
The story, no. I'd argue no, it's not. Apart from like Edward Kenway, because there wasn't much. That was quite an open story. It kind of went off in its own way. You just kind of went along with it for the ride. But most of them, if I remember correctly, were quite revenge based.
Yeah.
And that's very much what this is like. It's very revenge based.
Well, yeah, because Altair gets stripped from being master assassin down to a newbie.
Mm-hmm. Ezio's family get slaughtered.
Then you've got Connor. Connor's whole village gets annihilated.
Yeah, it does.
What's his name? Altoro? From Unity.
Oh, no, that wasn't.
No, I'm trying to think. What's his story?
I absolutely no. I don't remember his name. That's how bad the game was.
It
didn't
happen.
All. But I think it was. Yeah, it was again revenge because his dad got killed by Templars.
Yeah, his dad got killed in the very beginning when he's a kid. And
if you play Rogue, that's how Rogue ends. You go. It's not a spoiler. The game's been out for years.
Yeah.
So you play as the guy. You play as in Rogue, the guy who kills
Patrick O'Neill.
That's the one. Or I forget what his name is. Patrick something. He's Irish, so of course his name's Patrick.
Stereotypical.
Duh. But yeah, standard revenge plot. You know, nothing major. But it's just weird because it doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed anymore. Because like when they changed from AC4 to Unity, they made a whole new engine. They made the climbing mechanics different. Made it a lot more streamlined. I thought. Even though Unity was a bad game, the climbing mechanics from that and Syndicate were the best in my opinion. I thought it was just a bit more. Was straightforward.
I'll argue with you on that one.
Okay.
I'll argue with that one as it was too straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I mean, that might be me being a little bit of a nitpicker, but I think it's too straightforward. And then you've got that in Syndicate. You've got the zip line
Yeah, that kind of made things a bit of a piss take for getting around. It was just a bit way too easy.
That's what I mean.
I remember playing Syndicate. I took out like entire little camps quite easily by zipping across the roof. They didn't see me at all.
Yeah.
So, well, to be fair, in any of these games, as soon as you get a sleep dart, that's it. As soon as you get the sleep darts in Assassin's Creed, it's game over.
I prefer the Berserker darts, to be honest. Shoot it into some fire.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
You get that in the skin Origins, obviously.
Oh.
as well as these various bows. And there's a whole like different class of weapons and stuff. It's not just like a standard bow and arrow. There's different types of bow and arrows. You've got like standard pull back and aim for the face. You've got a rapid fire, which I'm not too keen on. There's a multi-shot, and then the one I am keen on is the predator bow because it's essentially a sniper. You don't get as much ammo because with the other types you get like 20 odd arrows or something like that. But with the sniper you only get like 7 or 8, depending on how far you upgrade your arrow capacity.
So you've got to make your shots count, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. But if you've got a steady hand and a good aim, you can pretty much take out any guy in one hit, as long as you aim for the face, obviously.
See, now I don't know how far you are into the game, and I don't want to spoil too much of the mechanics in the game. But is it true? I'll have to look into it. I'm not so sure, but I'm sure if you shoot your predator bow, there's a certain thing you can get on your skill class.
Yes, sir. I know where you're going with this. Yeah, you can. I've not got that skill yet. I kind of thought about getting it, but then there was another skill at the time. I forget which one I chose otherwise, but there is another skill that took my fancy over that. But yeah, that is a thing. That is a thing you can do. I might get that next at some point. I'll see. But bye.
There's a marksman, and then there's just defying physics, I suppose.
There's a marksman and there's a Jedi.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what it is. Yeah. But yeah, I can actually say, I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to go 100% with it because the map's huge. There's so much stuff to do. No. I'm going to go for the towers, the synchronization points, purely because they actually serve purpose other than just like opening with the map. Because you have an eagle called Xenu that like essentially it flies overhead and marks locations for you. You'll get close to a mission objective. Yeah. And it'll say, okay, go to Xenu, and he'll tell you what your target is. And you go to Xenu, you hover over for a minute, and you look around, and there's like a little circle that gets smaller and smaller the closer you get. And it locks onto your target for you. And it's great because you can be outside a fortress that's, a restricted...
Absolutely guarded.
Restricted area. You can't go in otherwise. As soon as you see you, you're dead. Or they're going to attack you, rather. And what you can do is you can shoot up to Xenu, mark out locations of all the guards in the place, and you're like, okay, so he's over there, so I'm going to go over this way. And it's like, I'm going to take him out, and then there's going to be another guy over there, so I'm going to, get my bow out, or chain assassination, all this kind of thing.
So basically, Xenu's basically the first ever eagle vision.
Pretty much, yeah. And that's what I mean with the synchronization points, as well as obviously opening up the map a little bit to show you around the place, sort of, and as a fast travel point. Yeah. It increases how far Xenu can see when you play as him. Really? Yeah, so you can see that a bit further. You'll probably find things a bit easier, like because he'll locate treasures and stuff. I say she. Xenu's a she. Sorry. Wow. She'll locate like treasures and stuff in the area that you got to find. So there is actually a purpose to the classic Ubisoft towers.
Fair enough. The
fucking towers everywhere.
What's the main fella's name again?
Bayek.
And I'm gonna say Mrs. What's his girlfriend's name?
Aya.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I've recently been playing Ezio's story as well.
Okay.
And obviously, first ever Assassin's Creed where you play as Ezio, which is the second one. You got to meet Uncle Mario.
Oh, Uncle Mario! Oh my god!
With the most cheesiest line ever. Ezio, it's me, Mario.
Oh my god! How they didn't get sued for that, I have no idea.
They bought the rights for it.
They couldn't have bought the rights for it, but they'd probably just be like a sort of little nod. And Nintendo looked down from the mighty tower and went, okay,
we'll allow that.
We'll allow this subtle reference. And then, so many years later we made Mario versus Rabbids.
Yeah, but no, and actually underneath the Ezio's manor, or Villa, as it's called.
The Villa Auditore.
Yeah, the Villa Auditore.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, don't know why you've got to do the hand movement.
It's the Italian hand movement. It's a meme now, but it's also fact.
It's true. As soon as you want to do an Italian accent,
you gotta do the hand.
The hand gotta come out, or I take it personally.
And you gotta sound like the Godfather, apparently.
Yeah. No, but yeah, carry on before we start rambling again. Underneath there, you can get the armour of.
I'll tell you, yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Well, if you notice, you've got to get all the little stones, haven't you?
And they're all from previous. What is one of them Bayek?
One of them's not Bayek. It's because Bayek's like the silent assassins. You know what I mean? Yeah. Basically, there's Mrs. on the other end.
Really?
Yeah, as Mrs. If you actually read the thing on it, is she kills Cleopatra.
Okay.
By putting a serpent within something, and obviously the serpent jumps out, bites it, and
yeah. Well, that's gonna be interesting because, without going into too much detail, that looks like the exact opposite of what's going on in the game right now. So we'll see how the game progresses. Obviously, like you said, I've still got a way to go. But other than that, other than Assassin's Creed, I've been diving back into Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth.
oh god,
Which you've got to, every time you say that, you've got to properly slow down and move your lips to every word. Otherwise, it's gonna sound like the Digimon Story. That's
sorry, I missed that. Can you say it again?
Yeah, sorry. No, I sneezed. Sorry. I meant to say Digimon Story. Yeah, that's what it's like. But I finished it pretty much when it came out. I sank around. I think my first playthrough was 160 odd hours, and then I've added more to it in my New Game Plus.
Damn.
Mate, RPGs, JRPGs, you can spend weeks in those things and still not be done. So, but I'm only going back because I have one trophy left, and there are 500 medals to collect. I have 497, which is a total ball ache because I've looked up online, and everyone says one of them's the hardest to get. You've got to do some properly mad farming, literally farming shit to find this one single medal. And then the other two are, luckily the other two are both item drops and quest items. But the problem with the drops is they're really rare, obviously. So you've got there's a bit of a hack in the game. You can make it a lot easier, basically. Yeah. So the Digimon have passive abilities. Every Digimon has a passive ability. When it's in your party, it will have this. Most of the time, it's like stat buffs, or sometimes it's like. If you try to escape from battle, you will always escape from battle. It's never like a yes or no kind of scenario. Yeah. There's the golden. I think is it either golden or platinum Numamon. They have a passive ability called significantly increase EXP per battle. So you'll put them in your party. You'll get more XP than normal, and then you also get these items which increase EXP, which stack on top of that. And they can hold 3 of them. So you give them 3 of these EXP items onto this Digimon that increases EXP. You don't go with this. Yeah. You can have 3 of them in your party, with each one got 3. So that's like that's 12 times the amount of EXP you'd normally get. You do the first fight where you fight a tiny little like Tsunamon or something like that and get all of 6 experience normally. You fight it with them 3, you're looking at like 6,000 plus. Because
and that right there was math.
Probably, I don't know. But it's like that with another one called, I think it's Black King Numamon, which is, ironically enough, only very tiny. It's just got a little crown on it. No, it's, Black King Numamon. But his is item drops. So basically what I'm going to have to do when I get to the points where you can fight these fucking Digimon that I need to get the medals for, I'm going to have 3 of them in my party. And again, with these items that increase foe drop rates, I'm going to have to farm them, equip them with the Numamon, and just hope for the best. Just hope for the fucking best. Just to get 1 trophy, but it's only because, I love this game.
I mean, clearly.
It's, honestly, I know this is going to sound like, I don't know how, I'm not sure how it's going to sound, but I would always prefer Digimon to Pokemon. Which is ironic, because I'm sat here with a Cyndaquil t-shirt on. And on my wardrobe next to it, there's a couple of Pokemon teddies. But if some magical deity was like, you know what, you've only got to pick one franchise for the rest of your life, what will it be? I'll still say Digimon.
See, ironically, I wouldn't know where to go. I'd probably still pick Fallout.
What against what?
Against Fallout against like anything else really.
Oh no, sorry, I mean like against the 2 of them.
If the 2 of them.
Yeah, if in this hypothetical scenario it was like Pokemon or Digimon for the rest of your life, I'd be like, Digimon.
Give me Digimon.
Give me Digimon. Because these games are just like they're very solidly designed.
I mean, if that's the case, then the 2 games I'm really arguing against would be from the same company, funny enough, Bethesda.
Okay.
Would be the Elder Scrolls and Fallout, and I pick Fallout every day.
Oh yeah, that's because you like your guns.
Yeah, I do like my guns.
I don't think they're going to throw guns in Oblivion or Skyrim anytime soon, or whatever's next.
I mean, that would be the funniest mod ever.
Oh, it's probably already a mod.
Yeah.
Someone's probably already modded it in.
Just sitting there riding on the back of a dragon, shooting AKs, like, fuck yeah, bitches!
It looked like that guy out of Thor Ragnarok when he has the 2 machine guns. Except without the dragon. As you do. But speaking of dragons and fantasy and stuff, the other game I've been playing, or rather the game I finished finally, was Darksiders. The War Mastered Edition, which, as Google already told me, is not a word.
I've not actually played it, so this one's all you.
How do I explain Darksiders? One way to explain it is it rips off from a lot of other games so much that like the mechanics and stuff aren't its own. They're very done before, which is you can say that about a lot of games. Most mechanics in games now have been done before. Sometimes better, sometimes worse. Precisely, Call of Duty. The only thing that's different is obviously the story and the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
I think of it more as old school God of War, but without the fixed camera and with setting the apocalypse.
This will have to be a game I'll have to borrow then.
I would let you borrow it, but
it's downloaded.
It's a digital one. Yeah, but I would say if it comes on sale, I'd say check it out. I'd definitely say check it out. Funnily enough, I've not actually finished the second game ever.
No.
I had it when it first came out back in God knows how long, but I never finished it. It's because the second one is a lot bigger than the first one. The first one's very linear.
No.
Still great. You play as War in the first one, and you're essentially framed for a crime that you didn't do. Well, I say framed. I can go into spoilers. It's been out for over 8 years. Essentially, they have this in the world they set up. The four horsemen don't come down to Earth to, I think, assist or stop the apocalypse until the seventh seal is broken.
Yeah,
that's how it is. The seventh seal. But somehow war gets called down anyway, and then he realizes as you go through the tutorial on Earth, which is the tutorial setting, it says jump, attack, all those kind of things. Your powers start to diminish. Like you can't do certain attacks anymore. You can't go to beast mode, which is this giant red demon thing with a flame sword. Your health gets smaller. Your special meter gets smaller. You're essentially getting weaker as you go along, and you realize something's gone wrong. I've been summoned when I shouldn't have been summoned, but everyone thinks it's your fault. So War's being punished by being stripped of his power, and you've got to go to Earth and sort it all out. But time passes differently. So the time he's been being told off, essentially, it's a couple hundred years in the future. Humanity is gone and dead. There is no human left.
God.
Yeah, and it's a wasteland essentially. So, but yeah, you do all that, and as I say, it's just God of War, but with that kind of mythology. And the second game you play is Death, which I'm gonna play soon after I've got through everything else. But
so I'm starting to see a pattern here. So basically, do you reckon there's gonna be a fourth installment?
I don't know about fourth, but they have announced a third. I mean, that was announced like last year. There was throughout a week or so there was news and footage and stuff because it was a first announcement thing on I think it was IGN.
Yeah.
And after that it just went silent. It was like so essentially it was just we are making this thing, but that's it for now.
Yeah, we are making it.
Yeah. Pretty much. Dead silence, just like that. Hopefully they'll see something at E3 this year, but we don't know because this one you're playing as. And this is the thing as well, actually, I should preface. In this universe, it's not war, death, famine, and pestilence.
Yeah.
It's war, death, fury, and strife.
Oh.
Yeah. And in the third one, you're playing as Fury, who's a woman, and she has like a chain whip thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because War's got this giant broadsword-like thing, but it's bigger than his entire body. Death's obviously got a scythe, which is...
obviously standard.
Yeah, it's Death. Got a scythe, and then Fury's got this chain whip thing. It looks pretty good. So
I mean, revving it up for the fucking. That's the thing I've always noticed as well. There's not a lot of female strong figures as in stories, if you ask me.
I don't know. See,
it's getting there now. Don't get me wrong, but it's lacking.
I feel like that kind of argument you can look at that from a lot of different angles because there's always been women you can play as in games, but a lot of them, and this is where a lot of people have issue with it, is they are quite revealed or sexualized.
Yeah, I can see
you
that.
think like Chun-Li from the Street Fighter, is it Street Fighter? Yeah, Street Fighter
Chun-Li
series.
From Street Fighter.
She's basically got her legs out. You know, Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. Good lord, you could kill a man with those things.
I mean, yeah, I suppose because
Lara Croft, for God's sake.
Yeah,
you can take a man's eyes out with the old ones.
With the old ones,
yeah. The new ones, it's just a bit weird because
they're just a set of padonkadonks.
Well, yeah, they were then. Now it's just all gritty and dirty and horrible. But people still look at it and go,
"I'd still would."
Well,
if she was a real life person, I still would.
Yes.
You're telling me you haven't had to slide one in the middle of the night over Lara Croft?
Well, sir, that is inappropriate for this podcast, and I plead the fifth and don't comment.
Enough said, sir. Enough said.
Besides the point.
Strike from the last argument.
Oh god. So yeah, I think that's one of that's something we can get into at the time. That's I reckon that's something we can discuss as an entire podcast itself. Is the whole topic of women in games. Because
I mean, funny enough, the only people that I've noticed that are actually arguing about this are people that don't play games.
oh yeah, no, we could definitely go into a whole session of just arguing about this because I could murder a few people who don't even play games and just complain.
Yeah.
But that we'll leave that as a topic of another time because that's definitely not something to get into now. What we're gonna get into now, because last week was the first one, we didn't really have any stories or news stories prep. This week we do because stuff has happened this week. There's been a few things happened.
Yes.
Liam, do you want how many stories do you have? Do you have any or?
I only have a small few, so I'll let you go ahead and then I'll take them.
I've got 5 specifically.
I will allow you to do these 5.
Lucky number 5. Okay, right. So, first story is there is a confirmed new BioShock in the works.
Fuck off.
BioShock 4 it's confirmed to be in the works, but it's been made by, and I quote a secret studio. So I don't know if that means it's going to be 2K. I'm pretty the original BioShocks were made by 2K and Irrational Games, if I'm not mistaken. But I reckon by this secret studio stuff that it just means it's not 2K or Irrational. They must be working on something else, maybe. But I'm curious because
you're a massive fan.
I am a fan. I've got the tattoo. I've got the chain tattoos on my wrist. You can't see them obviously, but that's a thing.
You're a massive fan. I'm a massive fan. It's got exactly the perfect blend of what we both love. It doesn't have online, which suits you perfectly. Mm-hmm. It's got a great story, which we both love. It's dark and twisted.
Especially the first game.
Yeah, the first game was just all kinds of wrong.
And yet so right.
And yet so pleasant.
I will say, though, it's probably not going to go down well, but my favourite was Infinite. Infinite was the best.
See, that's what I like it with, yeah. Mine was the original.
I mean, I like the original, don't get me wrong, but I always found Infinite to be just more fun. I got more engaged in Infinite because it was just like there's the sky rails, there is a bit more plot as opposed to the first one. The first one's very much you're plunked into a world and you've got to figure out what's happened.
I mean, let's be honest, it's been out for years. If you haven't played it, we suggest going to play it, and if you're not going to play it, then we might as well tell you.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so you're essentially plunked into Rapture and you've got to figure out what's happened. It's all gone to shit and you're like, oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Whereas Infinite, you are the story. It's going along with you.
Yeah.
I think that personally to me was more engaging than just
that reveal at the end of the first one, though.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
wait, which reveal? There's a couple. There's a couple. It's a very M. Night Shyamalan style game. With a few twists, and you're like, what?
Would be kindly like to move on from this.
No. No.
Would you kindly, please?
Well, since you asked so nicely. But yeah, so that's a thing. BioShock 4 is a thing. Maybe hear about E3. E3's in June, early June, I think.
When's it in England?
BioShock 4 or E3?
No, BioShock 4. Is there even a release date?
No, that's what I mean. There's literally nothing else other than the fact that someone's come out and said, yeah, it's being made by a secret studio. No release date, no images, no story, no nothing. So
maybe we should try and get to E3 this year.
Oh mate, I would give my left nut to go to E3 at any time.
I mean, I suppose I'd go for a good price on the black market, like, so.
It's a healthy nut, you know.
Cough it up.
Good shape. Healthy nut, you know, why not? But next story. This one baffled me because I don't know why this was even a story. Okay, so PS4 and Xbox One came out, what, 3 years ago now? Not long. Not very long at all.
Give or take.
For some reason, and then obviously we've had the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, so mid what people have been calling mid-generation upgrades.
Yeah.
For some reason, people heard rumours of the PS5 coming out this year. Exactly. No one can see your face right now, but they were just like, what?
The ultimate confusion.
Yeah, I mean,
the PS4's still selling massively, so why would they try and...
Exactly. I mean, apparently, this is just rumours, complete utter rumours, but it's still worth talking about, I think. People have received dev kits for it, like, supposedly, like how it's going to run or how it's going to operate and stuff. But for some reason, people thought it was going to come out this year, and I forget who, but someone, I think it's a representative from Sony came out and it was like, at best you're looking at 2020.
Yeah, I can see that, because
And even then, I think that's too short.
it's still short. I mean, that's what, 4 or 5 years?
Right, I heard it the other day. Apparently, the PS2 and stuff, and the original Xbox, had about an 8-year life cycle.
Yeah.
PS3 and Xbox 360 was about 7. So whether they're going to keep getting smaller and smaller, which I personally hope not.
I agree with you on that one. I hope not, because I like having... It's gonna sound so weird when I say it. It's like your baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, plus it's a very expensive baby.
Yeah, I mean, so normal babies like.
Well, yeah, true.
I mean, coming from experience.
Okay, yeah, fair.
No, but it is. It's like your little baby. You plug it in. You start it up. You watch it crawl. You watch it walk. You watch it call your dad. Then it breaks and you kick the thing in the face.
And buy a new one.
Buy a new one.
But no, I never.
Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Well, I never saw the PS4 come out this year. PS5 come out this year.
Nah, I can't
at
see
all.
it.
I mean, I'd still be surprised if it came out in 2020. So
I hope not. I know what. I know there's a lot of people probably sitting there now. Why not? Why not? But self personally,
it's
no.
just going. It's the PS4's doing fine.
Exactly. It's
So
not.
is the Xbox. I mean, as far as I'm aware, Xbox is still doing fine. They're getting along. You know,
They're getting along.
they're bobbing along as they do. So there's no reason for a whole new generation right now. Plus, you think of like, I can't speak for the Xbox lineup, but you think of like the PlayStation lineup. There are still games that have been said coming soon or coming 2019, like Days Gone, for example. That's been pushed to 2019. So they weren't going to release the PS5.
Let's not talk about that. That hurts.
Well, okay, we'll brush over that. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at. There's games that are supposed to come out next year.
Yeah.
So they're not going to release a new console in that space of time. That was, I don't know why that was even a story, but regardless. Now this next piece, I think you might find interesting because you are a COD fan, and this is COD news.
Oh, go on.
So Black Ops 4 got announced.
Yeah.
That's obvious. That was like last month or so. Apparently, there won't be a single player. Exactly.
I've seen this story before.
Exactly. Apparently, there's not going to be a single player in COD 4.
This I disagree with completely.
Oh yeah.
Completely. Don't get me wrong. The whole idea, the main bulk of COD, ever since I'd say PS3 and Xbox 360, was online multiplayer.
That's what a lot of people rave at it for, is the online function. Yeah.
But there is the small group, me being personally part of that group, that actually buy it more for the story and then enjoy the online with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, let's take, I'm going to be talking now and you might not understand. Let's take Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. When we were first introduced to Captain Price and Soper McTavish.
The names sound familiar.
How Scottish can you get? Soap McTavish. You know what I mean? And you stuck with these characters and the story behind it. You learned why Captain Price was such a hard ass, I suppose, but in a good way. You also learn you follow the story of Soap McTavish as he grows during the SAS. I was gonna say grow up, but he's in the SAS. I think he's kind of grown up at that point.
Yeah, a little bit.
But and then and then all the modern warfares after that, it's war. You lose friends, you gain friends, and the stories behind them, like some of them, if they were to put into a movie, would just be unreal.
Probably, yeah.
I just hope they never put any of them into movie because
video game movies just haven't worked and probably never will.
No. I mean, well, apart from Silent Hill.
Yeah, I will say the first one was pretty decent.
Yeah.
The second one was a bit weird.
It was just living off the pride of the first one, I think.
Pretty much, but then that's actually quite funny you mention that, because today, someone brought up the fact how Resident Evil films were based off the games. I was like, that is both true and not.
It is true.
It has false. The name. It shares a lot of the same assets, but
it's its own universe.
They go
general.
completely off the beaten track with story wise.
Yeah.
You get a couple occasional cameos from actual characters and stuff,
yeah.
but other than that, they're kind of its own thing. It's just kind of claimed the name and a lot of the
they've just sort of took the name and
ran with it
and made their own. Let's not even say horror movie.
Yeah, no. Well, I'd say the first one was horror. The second one was still horror, but it was kind of too cliche. Zombie apocalypse city thing. I think the first one was horror. I'd still say it could be classed as horror.
It was I'll give you that. It's a lot more horror than it was action.
It was the third one onwards that just got stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd
the second
argue-
one was good, Raccoon City.
Yeah, I'd argue they're still watchable if you can. The kind of films you can just switch your brain off for.
Yeah, just one of them movies.
keep watching.
If you're a fan of the games, there's a high chance you're gonna hate the movie.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
If you're a casual gamer, I've played Resident Evil 4 because it was the best one.
Yeah.
And the films are out. I'm gonna watch the films.
Yeah, why not?
They were great films. That type of dickhead. Then yeah, the films are brilliant.
We've got way off track here, but
Yeah.
But this COD story has a bit of a twist. I haven't revealed to you yet because this is another thing that came out today. I've not really looked into it just yet, but I saw a headline, so let's go with that for now. Allegedly, Call of Duty and Battlefield are looking to include a battle royale mode in their games. Fortnite, essentially.
Yeah, I agree and I don't.
Okay.
I agree because it's, as we said,
They're getting on the hype train.
not even that. Just as I said last week, every first person shooter has wanted a battle royale to be the best of the best, and the concept of X amount fighting X amount to the death has always appealed to first person shooters.
Yeah.
The fact that then it got like that
PUBG.
Yeah, that got it spot on for me. To a point.
Yeah.
It got the concept right. Not fancy. You land, you grab what you can, you fight.
Well, that's what they're looking to include with the next Battlefield and Call of Duty. That's what I mean.
That's what I mean. That concept works.
So they're essentially looking to dump the single player for COD and be like Battle Royale and multiplayer.
But that's the point. I don't agree with it.
Yeah. Especially as well, you think about it, if they're still going to charge full price.
Exactly.
Like 50, 60 odd quid.
I mean, come on, Activision.
Because no multiplayer is worth that much. Battle Royale, Fortnite's free, for God's sake.
Exactly.
And people love that. So unless they're going to make the next Call of Duty free, which I highly doubt.
Come on, you just lose billions.
Yeah. Well, no, they'd probably still make money back on microtransactions. But
Yeah.
that's a rant for another day.
Yeah, just let's leave that.
Yeah. But other news. This is the one that makes me quite happy, to be honest, because today is April 19th. And tomorrow's April 20th, which means God of War 4 comes out tomorrow, and
Nordic mythology.
Yeah, it's
that
gonna be
was meant
great.
to be mythology, but it came out mythology.
I'm sure that counts somehow. But this is the thing. The reviews came out in the last week or so, and they've all been amazing.
Yes.
Right. This is the thing. At the minute, it sits at 95 on Metacritic.
It's right.
Personally, I don't use those kind of sites, Metacritic, Rotten Tomatoes. Don't use them. Never
I take them as a guide.
Yeah, I'll look at them occasionally to be like, so this is what people like, what they don't like. But at the minute, yeah, it's sitting at 95.
Which you can't go wrong there, can you?
No, apparently it's the highest rated of the God of War series on Metacritic. And I looked through the other night to see like specific scores from different critics and stuff. 32 of those reviews were all 100%. All 100s were just like, this game is the shit. I was like, I'm gonna play the shit out of it. So that's another thing. They got another smash hit on their hands in terms of like a
It's God of War.
I know, but it's a different God of War. It's very different, but apparently, I would just say it's a good change though.
A little bit of news on God of War.
Okay.
True or false, I don't know.
Okay.
Apparently, you are gonna meet some of the gods.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. There's going to be some Norse gods. Whether or not we kill them, that's another matter entirely.
I hope we fucking do.
One thing on a lot of reviews I've seen a lot of like people praising is the axe, the mechanic with the axe, like throwing it and stuff.
It's meant to be really smooth.
Yeah, and like it comes back to you as well. It's basically like give me a sec. It's basically like Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, but you control when it comes back.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting as well. Because you can basically throw it past the enemy. Say you missed the enemy by any chance.
And pull it back and
it's like hit the back of the head. Or you can hit them going backwards and it can hit them again coming back towards you. So
wait, there we go.
Exactly. So that should be fun. But we'll find out. I'll find out tomorrow because I'm gonna get it tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome.
So what's that? What's that? I'm staying in yours.
Yeah. We're gonna have a nice old gaming session and just play God of War end to end. But the last thing I want to bring up to you was something I spotted, and I shit you not, literally like a few hours before we started this.
Go on.
This is for this right now. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to pause for a moment while I show Liam this video, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna discuss it. So, just technical difficulties. Give us a minute. Okay,
Yes.
and we're back. We're
Yes.
back. Yes.
Yes.
Well, so what I just showed Liam then was a nice little video, courtesy of was it Unilad Gaming?
Yeah,
I think it was.
Gaming.
It probably was about a Ubisoft theme park.
I mean, I'm all up for it.
I'm just so confused more than anything else.
I mean, I can see how it's gonna work, especially around the games such as like Splinter Cell.
I mean, yeah, they have a lot. There's a lot of stuff they can put in there because they have a lot of franchises under the belt game wise. But it's just so fucking random.
Yeah, it's completely random, but I mean, so was making the first ever car.
True, yeah, but I think the only other part more random than that is that it's gonna be built in Malaysia.
I mean, that is a bit.
That's kind of a bit out there.
Suppose.
I don't see many people making the journey from, America or the UK, for instance, just to go to a theme park in Malaysia.
I mean, I know me and you probably will.
Oh yeah, if it exists and is made and has been given great reviews and stuff, then I'll probably make the trip. But it's not like I'm planning a holiday there already.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So
it's not like you're making a plan to go to Malaysia and then it's like, oh, I would be able to see Ubisoft, but that name for it.
Oh my god, no.
Ubisoft World.
Ubisoft World. That is the most generic fucking theme park name going.
Do you know what it's like?
What?
It's like, when you've got imagine like a game, but you've got the God view type thing and you've got to name a village and you just simply name it, like, say for instance, Liam's Village.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly like that. It's like, I can't think of a name for this. It's going to be my town. My house. James' house.
Yeah, James's house.
Or Jamestown, which is actually a TV show. But still. So, I mean, to be fair, at the minute, it's all conjecture. Because there's just patents that they've been filed for the website Ubisoft World. And Splinter Cell has been patented in regards to, what was it, food, hotels, and restaurants and stuff. I don't see how that's going to tie in at all.
You've got to sneak to your room without being seen.
Exactly. The waiter's got to get the food to you without being seen.
Yeah.
That's the task of working there. I mean, if that was the job title, I'd give it a go.
I would sign up.
Might be funny. But and then the only other thing other than that is just that the VP or something like that. I can't remember the name. It was. But
I can't remember.
They want the park to be every time you visit, it's basically like a game. There's an actual quote from it. You can find more about this online, look it up. But it's just I just think it's utterly fucking random.
It's completely random, but again,
I think they'll also miss a prime opportunity if there's not some kind of climbing wall where you can wear an assassin's hood.
Ah, that would be absolutely
the entire
amazing.
area is just completely safely climbable. Like, you have to be in like a harness or some shit. But you can do all kinds of crazy climbing stuff with the hood on.
I mean, to be fair, there's a few things like that already in the world. I mean, take for instance that Ninja World.
Ninja World?
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's actually it's in England.
Okay.
And it's basically the TV program Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
It's that course.
Is that not the B Ninja thing in Manchester?
There might be another one in Manchester. Yeah, I'm sure I've heard of a different one. No,
might be.
I mean, I might just have read it wrong. I mean,
it could be. I don't know.
Reading's not really my strong suit.
Oh, it's okay, Liam. You got your looks. Well, yeah. So a Ubisoft theme park.
I could get behind it.
I think the funniest part in all this is just saying those words. Ubisoft theme park is like no, no.
Ubisoft and theme park should never go in a sentence.
Not really, unless it's like if Ubisoft are making a theme park game.
Yeah. And
it's like, why would they do that? But okay. But yeah. So
that's here or there.
Yeah. Well, that's all my stories. Are any of your stories different? You had in mind?
What's my favourite game of all time?
For asking. Let me guess. Fallout.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fallout. Okay.
Yeah. Fallout 5.
Okay.
Has now been confirmed.
Okay.
To be in the works.
Anything else other than just is it another Bioshock thing, which is like it's happening? It's just...
No, there's more to it.
Okay.
It's getting built on a whole new next level engine.
Oh, okay.
So it's meant to be obviously a lot more basically smoother to play. It's not going to be so much like I'm running, but I'm 10 feet ahead of where my feet should take me.
And when you jump, the entire upper body is completely stiff. Yeah.
That type of thing. Yeah, there's a lot more behind it, as in... Also, it's meant to be like a spin-off version. It's not an actual Fallout 5.
Right.
And
Kind of like a New Vegas-y thing.
yeah, but... Because, don't get me wrong, the story behind New Vegas, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The game itself, glitchy as fuck.
Okay.
You can't play without raging. You know what I mean? But it's a good game in general. Good game, good story. But it's meant to be like one of them. It's meant to be like a spin-off. It's meant to be like a New Vegas 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently, I mean, personally, it wasn't the best for me. I reckon number 4 is still the best Fallout so far.
Yeah.
But apparently, a lot of people actually did want New Vegas to be remastered for the next generation.
Oh, really?
Which, don't get me wrong, I'm completely behind it. I support that idea because it's like I said, it's got a good story. It's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a vault dweller. You're not someone from Vault fucking 1062. You know what I mean? You're just someone already in the wasteland trying to survive. And I don't care if I spoil it because it's been out for years.
Yeah, I think if we're talking about a game that's been out for more than a year, we can spoil it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, it's been out for years, and the main story, you sort of wake up, your hands are bound, you look up, and some dude's in your face, and he's just like,
You get shot, don't you?
yeah, right in the face.
Yeah. I remember trying New Vegas and got about that far into it.
So you didn't even make it past that bit then. You
No,
didn't get past the opening.
No, I did the opening like mission in the town where you've got to save them from bandits, but then I was like, oh, the bandit's armor is better than my own. I'm gonna wear the bandit armor, and the entire town started shooting me. I was like, what the fuck? So no, I called it at that point. For
Nah, don't worry about it. Stuff happens. It's one of them games you either love it or you hate it. It's Marmite.
Like I said, you're more the Fallout, whereas I'm more the Elder Scrolls personally.
Yeah.
Not the online Elder Scrolls, Morrowind. I'm more for the.
No, I can see. Don't get me wrong. I can still have a good go on. I can still enjoy Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm sitting there, I've got 3 hours to kill, and I've got Skyrim, Fallout 4.
You're gonna go for Fallout.
I'm gonna go for Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's
It's
entirely
just
fair.
that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently you're meant to be getting attack dogs, not just dog meat.
Oh yeah.
You're actually meant to be getting dogs that you can train to be attack dogs and do certain jobs. So it's meant to be more realistic. Like, if you get, say for instance, you get 5 dogs.
Yeah.
One's a Rottweiler, one's a German Shepherd, one's a Pit Bull, one's a fucking Chihuahua.
Oh my god, a Chihuahua in the apocalypse. I'd pay to see that. Just that. That's the game.
But
Chihuahua
yeah,
in the apocalypse.
they should make that a game.
Fallout 5 Chihuahua. Fallout 5 dog mode.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, but basically, so your Rottweiler you'd use as would use as an attack dog.
Mm-hmm.
You train it for what it's best used for.
Yeah.
So that'd be your attack dog. German Shepherd would be your guard dog or sniffer dog or whatever.
I assume all this is still. It's probably.
It's still up in the air.
No, I mean like the setting is obviously still gonna be in like an apocalypse.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
It's still gonna be.
How many of these dogs survived an apocalypse?
How many humans survive an apocalypse?
Touche.
I
Got me there.
don't know if you can. You don't know what I'm doing, but right now I'm stroking my mustache.
Twirling my mustache like a villain.
Yes, yes, yeah. No, but yeah, it's all up in the air still. Obviously, it's just here, there, and here. Say, apparently, this one's meant to be set in not Boston.
Somewhere they're going to be.
No, I don't
No?
even know why I said Boston.
Okay.
It's meant to be set in like San Diego or something.
Okay. So
Because
with the bridge.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
No, that's San Francisco. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, whatever. That place, the one with the big red bridge in it.
That's San Francisco.
That one. But yeah, so the first one, the first on the console, should I say, before, yeah, best since bloody what's it called, bought it. Bethesda. Why the fucking hell that was so hard to remember? I'll never know.
Goodness.
Since Bethesda bought them, number 3 was set in Washington DC, the capital wasteland.
Well.
And then you had the recent one, which is number 4, which is set in Boston.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's where you got Boston.
That's where I got Boston from.
Boston.
Boston. I take it personally.
So the next one's looking to be set in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can't climb the Golden Gate Bridge, if the Golden Gate Bridge is still in the game, and you can't climb it, then there's
I
something wrong
will
there.
be upset.
Yeah, so would I. I'm not even gonna play the game, but like I'd be upset too.
I will let you know so you can be upset.
I will be upset for you, even if it's just not there. So.
But again, yeah, that's all up in the air. That's all I can think of at the moment. I've seen a few of the little things, like apparently GTA 6 is going to be getting worked on soon.
Well, that's no big shock, is
That's
it?
not a massive shock, but
There was a rumor recently that that Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to come out start of November.
see, I've never played any of them.
Oh mate, I fucking love those. I've got the tattoo on my arm, for God's sake. You know I love this series.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, A, it wasn't official. It was like an Amazon leak thing again.
Yeah.
Like Amazon do. But the problem with that is, I'm pretty sure Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out a week earlier. So, I mean, a lot of people have been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, but more people are probably going to buy Red Dead 2.
Yeah, that's the thing you've just reminded me by saying that.
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption 2, you're not going to play as John Marston's son.
Oh, right, okay. But it's a set of the prequel, isn't it?
It's a
before.
prequel, yeah. But a lot of people were upset that they weren't going to be playing as his son.
Mm.
It's like, yeah, but then what? Is he going to have a kid? And then the third one's going to be played after him, and then...
Yeah, hopefully his son won't go the same way his dad did.
Yeah.
That's grim.
Ugh.
I never even played the game, but I just know what happens.
You should play the game.
I tried it. It's another one of those I've tried, I just couldn't get into.
But yeah,
So.
no, Red Dead Redemption 2, there's meant to be... It's meant to be a prequel, it's meant to be set before... Well, actually, no, before John Marston.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be a lot more Wild West-ish.
Yeah,
If that's a term.
That probably is a term, I guess. But it's supposed to be like a couple protagonists, isn't there? Not just the one.
Yeah, it's meant to take after like GTA 5, where you had Trevor, Franklin, Michael. You can choose between like
Yeah.
Well,
this one's got like 7 or something, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Like Magnificent 7 style.
I hope it takes after it.
I've never seen that film. It's supposed to be good.
See, I seen the old ones with my granddad, and I've seen that one. So
Yeah.
to be fair, I prefer the new one.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, no, that's all I've got at the moment. Ain't.
No, I think that's it. I think that's it really.
Right.
We've covered the games we played. We've covered the stories and stuff. I mean, there is one thing I want to talk about. It's more of a rant than anything else.
Crack on.
This is the section of the podcast where we talk about apps. This is the bollocks.
This is the bollocks.
This is the bollocks. Talk about nothing until we get bored. So I went to the theatre last night.
Mm-hmm.
I went to watch Hairspray. Because as much as I've lost the aspirations to be an actor, I'm still a theatre nerd.
See why you shouldn't keep
I'll
giving
go
it a
for
go.
It's not for me. I'm alright. I'd rather do shit like this.
Yeah.
But by the by, I went to watch Hairspray. Hairspray was a great film. I liked it. I've heard the original soundtrack. I liked that too. And this performance was very good.
Yeah.
At one point, one of the props failed on stage, and the two people, the mum and dad character from the show, they played it so well. They stole the fucking show at that point. It was hilarious. Because I've not said it much, but it's true, the fact that you can always judge the quality of a show by when things go wrong.
Yeah.
And how people like keep going with it.
Yeah.
It was fucking brilliant. But that's not the point. Okay, so it's a musical.
Mm-hmm.
Hairspray is a musical, which is, nothing wrong with that. It's a good musical. If you know the songs, you like the songs, you want to sing along to the songs.
Obviously.
What you don't do is you sing along in the theatre when you can hear them more than the actors. So I don't know who it was. Some rando sat behind me. Some random woman sat behind me in the Empire Theatre at Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
The first song comes on.
Repping the L City.
She's singing along to the song "Good Morning Baltimore." I can hear her more than I can hear the woman on stage. I'm just like, I'm sat there, slowly like clenching my fist, just like, shut the fuck up. I mean, I get it more than anyone else, because most of the time throughout the show, I want to sing along as well, because the songs are catchy as fuck. But you don't, because you're in a theatre. With something like Rocky Horror, that's different. That kind of show has always been about audience participation.
Yeah, that's always
they get people like heckling and they answer back and all this kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
they want that though.
Yeah, that's the point for like the Rocky Horror show. That's always been its thing. This was just Hairspray. It was just a standard musical.
I mean, whilst we're just on Rocky Horror Show, can we hear your voice for your big plant?
No, that's Little Shop of Horrors.
That's the wrong one then.
That's the entirely wrong one. You spaz.
I'm not into the theatre stuff.
No, okay, I'll give you that. But no, that was a different. That's a
buff.
different musical with a name horror in it. So, But yeah,
Oh wait, no, Rocky Horror was
the transvestite one.
yeah.
Sweet transvestite. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on it now. Yeah.
Yeah, you're with it. But
I'm there.
so yeah, that was what I wanted to rant about, was when she sat behind me singing one song. And it's always been a pet peeve of mine. Every show I've ever been to, like to watch a musical on stage,
Yeah.
someone who's either with me, like in the group I'm with at the time, sings along, and I'm just sat there like, shut the fuck up, through gritted teeth.
But at least you can tell, that one friend in the group, just shut the fuck up before I kick your teeth in.
Yeah, you'd think that. But then it's even worse when it's just some rando sat behind you and you're like, I don't know who this is. I don't want to tell them to shut up, but they don't shut up. I'm gonna tell them to shut up. So that's the worst I'm gonna do, is gonna turn around and be like, I came to hear them sing, not you. Shut up.
Yeah, but you'd have had to have done it in like your Don Corleone voice.
With the Italian hand.
And everything, you'll make it really
I
shit.
came to hear the actors, not you. Shut your mouth before I shut it for you. That's the best impression you're ever going to get out of me, ever.
Otherwise, you're going to be sleeping with Luca Brasi and the fish, you see.
That's probably been better than what I just did.
That was like a Scout Italian.
Scout Italian. Wouldn't surprise me.
A stallion.
No, they're already called stallions. Italian stallions. That's the thing. You don't call scouts stallions.
No, you don't. You call them robbing bastards.
So get back here with my shoes.
That's the wrong part of Liverpool.
Wow. Oh.
I mean,
yeah, that's all I wanted to rant about. Was just that. It's the whole experience of just. It's so ignorant as well. It's when you go to a concert, you sing along with the songs. But that's different because
the whole crowd's singing, they're singing, they've got mics and big ass speakers to make sure that they can be heard.
Yeah.
Even if the whole room's bouncing.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're in a theatre.
Yeah, people are watching and trying to hear what's going on, or like at least watch, and then there's some cheeky bugger behind you just casually singing along. Again, louder than the freaking, or at least obviously because it was right next to me, it felt louder. But again, I could hear them more than I could hear the actors, and I was just very annoyed. And it got to the point.
I blame the actors in that point because they should be classed to be able to enunciate to the back row.
It's not even just that, I mean, to be honest, there was a few. I know a couple times throughout the show they were a bit too lenient with the going up on the mics for certain people. Like you couldn't understand what they're saying because they're singing in a natural way, but the person who's on sound must have turned the mic up way too loud because you can't hear a few words they were saying. But that's by the by. It was like that for most of the entire first act. And the entire first act was quite long. Like, we got there for like 7:30. The first act didn't finish till like 8:30. Or got like near 9. So, it was a long first act. And she was singing most of it. And I was like, shut up. I kept saying, if she does it again in the second act, I'm going to say something because this is annoying me now. Thankfully, she didn't. So, yeah.
So that's your rant out the way.
That's my... It's becoming a weekly thing now. Last week I ranted about the guy in Game, and this week it's about some bitch in the theatre.
Well, since we're on a rant, I'm going to have my personal rant now.
Oh, here we go. Your turn.
Personal rant is, well, you know me, James. I'm a lover of bikes.
Okay.
I'm also a lover of, Harley Davidson style bikes, choppers, cruisers.
Who wouldn't be? Okay.
Yeah, well.
Oh, here we go.
Well, sir, who wouldn't be? There's a lot of people out there that'll have this argument over which is better. Cruisers, meaning Harley Davidsons, Indians, Suzuki Intruders, them style of bikes.
I know which one you mean, yeah.
And then there's which is better as in sports bikes, R1s, R6s, GXXRs, Suzukis, Ninjas, them type of things.
Yeah.
Now, personally, I'm a lover of all bikes. I can stand back, I can sit there, and I can admire a good R1, R6, and a Suzuki.
Okay.
That does not mean I want a Suzuki, a R1, or an R6.
Okay.
I want the Harley. I want the Indian. I want the Intruder. So why do some people, when I'm riding my bike, which you've seen yourself, is a cruiser style bike?
It's a nice bike.
Yeah, it is a nice bike. I feel a need to pull up next to me and tell me to get a real bike.
Oh my god, no.
Yes.
Oh no.
But karma could not have been any better at that point in time.
Okay.
So we got this fella, full on Power Rangered up. And by that I mean red helmet, red leathers, red boots, red gloves, red visor, red bike, like full on Power Ranger.
You wouldn't be able to tell if he bled?
No, pretty much. Like it just blends into the bike. It just becomes one.
Did you encounter Deadpool?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know, it would have been really good. I'd have accepted that insult off him. You know what I mean? But no. So he pulls up next to me. His little bike sounds like an hairdryer. looks at me. My bike sounds not any better because it's only a 125, but it's got twin pipes on a single cylinder engine, which means absolutely nothing to you.
Not a thing.
Not
I'm
a
sure
thing.
someone out there got it.
Yeah. So basically, man sound like best way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at me, flips his visor up. When are you gonna get a real bike?
Ooh.
Flips my visor. The same day you do. I thought, yes, that's the best thing I've got at this time. Could only get better at that point, couldn't it?
Go on.
Lights go green. Knobhead goes to take off at 100 miles an hour.
And he stalled.
Stalled.
Brilliant.
I just easily let the clutch out and ride away looking at him.
The only thing that would have made that story like even like more funny would have been if he was on like some kind of moped or a scooter.
Yeah, like a Vespa.
And then he's like, get a real bike, and you're like,
Bitch,
no.
please.
You get a real bike.
No, but honestly, that frustrated me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little bit of road rage off that.
But then it worked out in your favour though, because he was trying to show off, and he was like, oh.
No, but that's what I mean. But then obviously, being a big Power Ranger needs to show off his bike was the best, even though his was like 1,000cc. Man's still only a 125.
Yeah.
I'm riding down the road. Next minute, I just did. It's only him flying past me at 100 miles an hour down country lanes.
Okay.
I just thought to myself, what a knob. We already know your bike does faster speeds than mine. It's a sports bike.
Plus, it's a bigger CC.
It's
a
a
significantly
bigger
bigger
engine.
CC.
It's a bigger engine. Of course it's going to go faster. It's a sports bike. Of course it's going to go faster. Let me in and ride to Scotland when I've got a big Harley. I'm going to get off at Scotland and be like, oh, I know, legs are a bit numb on that one. He's going to look at me and go, I can't move. It hurts.
I'm stuck to the bike. I'm now a half man, half bike.
I am a cyborg. He's that thing off
Or a
Doom.
transformer.
Yeah, he's that fella off Doom. Another one that has to be in a wheelchair because the teleport splits him in half.
What, the film Doom?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a long time, but...
Bro.
Although here's a nice little joke to end the podcast on though. You know that new film Rampage?
Aye.
Apparently that's vaguely based on a game. Like an
game?
old arcade style game, Rampage, gorillas, werewolves. I think I know what it is, but I've never played it.
No, it's not personally. Never heard of it.
And obviously Dwayne Johnson's in it. Dwayne The Rock Johnson's in it.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
That's the guy. And apparently it's been doing pretty well at the box office. Review-wise, it's been pretty standard, but the box office has been saying this might actually be the highest-grossing video game movie of all time. To which Dwayne Johnson tweeted out like, it's the best news I've heard all day. Because, you know, looking at all the video game movies out there, we might actually break the curse here, guys. And let's not forget, I started out in a stinker and Doom.
Oh.
And the Doom account tweeted just like, Dwayne,
Dwayne.
what the hell, man?
Man,
That's a bit of a dick move.
we loved you.
We loved you, man. We gave you your start.
Like
I think that was his start, wasn't it, as an actor?
I don't know.
It was one of his early ones.
It was definitely one of us. He was, he was the Pebble at that point.
He wasn't the Rock. He was
was
the
the
Pebble.
Pebble.
And then he became the Rock, and now he's the Boulder.
He's just on his way to being the Mountain next.
And then all he needs to watch out for now is Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I think
Who
that
punches a boulder?
apparently Chris does, and doesn't break his hands, and somehow punches it into. You know what? Let's just not go into it. It was just a mess of a game, but it's just so much. The best part about that is the co-op. That's the only fun thing. It's like Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
It's fun for co-op. Don't play this on your own because you'll get sad. You'll get sad. But anyway, I think we've talked for long enough.
No, I do it myself. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for listening, guys. It's been another week of another gaming stuffs, and hopefully we'll be back in next week, probably around a bit earlier.
Hopefully earlier.
Hopefully earlier. Yeah, I don't have much stuff planned next week to get in the way of this.
I haven't got much on myself.
Well, that's it from me.
And that's it from me.
And just so you guys know, there was also this last bit of news before we leave. The game, you all just lost it. So.
Again.
Again. Bye-bye.